with Drew, real quick, are you still of the belief that it's not going to be a long-term thing?
Yeah, really. We just got done meeting. I'm going to meet with those guys after at 2:00. I don't know yet. We'll find out. I know he was sore last night. We'll go into this 2:00 meeting. I'll get with Ronnie and the doctors after that. It could be longer than a couple days, but I don't want to give you one answer. Then it's not. I'm gonna let me talk to these people. Then I'll tell you guys tomorrow or whenever it is the next time we talk.
And with your running backs, what did you see from those three guys? I'm talking about the main three guys that carried the ball: Tyrone, Tracy, Eric Gray, and Turbo.
Yeah, I thought they were decisive. I thought there wasn't a lot of stutter stepping. I thought they were hitting a hole with good vision. They ran in space. Gray had a nice catch there from Tommy. Was it perfect? It wasn't perfect, but there were most of the time they were going forward. They ran hard. They got their pads down. They did a nice job for the first game.
How do you look at that spot behind Devin? Obviously, he's, gets majority of the first team snaps, but there's a really young group behind him. How do you look at that, and what goes into your process of sorting that out of who's second, who comes in third, whatever?
Yeah, you just let them play. That's what they need to do. We've talked about this. I think I have had a lot of questions on that early on about the youth of that room. You let them play. I thought they did a good job in protections, knowing who to block. It wasn't overly complicated, but they did stick their face in there and fit the window and block some blitzers. They ran hard. They knew what to do. So again, it'll be good competition for all those young players. But I think Joel Thomas has done a fantastic job with the development of that youth room in the youth room.
I know you stressed this last night. Was the toughness that you saw from the team, the physicality? How do you coach that? Is that, you have a lot of the same players from last year. How did you get them to be more physical and more tougher?
Well, I think we have a lot of changes. Each year is different. With different players at different spots. We have players that have been here. We have different coaches. I would say we've put a high premium on that. I think the draft class has a bunch of tough young players, but you're constantly reinforcing things that you're looking for from your team, I would say from a foundational aspect. And this is a tough game. I think you have to be mentally and physically tough. I think we've added a lot of new pieces in our building that have helped contribute to that. Now, where we go from here, we need to continue to build on that. We need to continue to lean on the physical aspect of our game. It starts in the trenches, but there's some good examples yesterday, whether it was in a kicking game, whether it was safeties coming down on force or taking on guards or receivers. Isaiah Hodgins really made a good block down there on Gray's run in the red zone where he blew up a secondary player. So, you're constantly reinforcing that element to your players, which is something I think we all could have been better with, and we're trying to do that.